Okay, I guess it makes sense to start. So just to give updates on the status and discuss some of the items. And who wants and who was not able to join can listen to the recording. So let me share a screen. Okay. So I wanted to give a status. Right now we merged two pull requests. One is for a removal of deprecated each function, usage of the each function, and the one for using of the restricted object word keyword. And also we did some investigations. So I was working on third-party libraries. So here I reviewed the list of the libraries that currently don't support PHP 7.2 and proposed the solutions for all of them. So many of them actually have newer versions that support PHP 7.2. So we will need to update dependencies on those libraries. Some of the libraries are still in progress of supporting PHP 7.2. So as we can see, Zendmail, and again, as far as I remember, it doesn't really have any limitation in Composer JSON, but it will break in some scenarios because it has incompatible issues in it. Yes, mostly Zendmail. Yeah, and everything else, I guess, supports PHP 7.2. So the only thing is I wanted to maybe write down a couple of scenarios that we want to validate, but I think maybe it will make more sense to do just in the scope of work, as you may need to modify some code to be compatible with the new library. So I guess I'll just move this task to ready for development. Any questions about this one? Okay, so I guess it will be ready for development. The backlog here, and what else? Also for Zend Framework 1. So Zend Framework 1, we have a separate repo actually to merge changes in Zend Framework 1. So I created the task for research here and describe what we want to do actually. So I guess anybody who wishes can join and start working on it. So it still needs some research. So this is another task for research, and yeah, and the last one is encrypt. I didn't work much on it, just listed some possible options. So this is update from my side. Any other updates?
You might want to refresh your screen because I was working on the environment story, and on my Zen board it's in progress. But anyway, I worked on that issue, and the environments are done. We need a repository that has these updates before Composer can actually run. But as soon as we have that, then the Docker containers are going to be ready to go.
Okay. So do you think we can use it now? For example, if we'll just skip environment validation, so somebody can use it actually for working on the tasks.
Yeah, you can. Immediately it'll part of the one of the commands inside the Docker container is to compose composer install and composer update. So as soon as that runs, it fails. So when we have a repository that the biggest issue was mcrypt. So I think that's going to be the next thing that I work on is to fix that issue. You mentioned, Olga, that there was a workaround branch, and I looked on in GitHub for that, and I couldn't find it under.
So you have this project, and there is a workaround branch.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. It was a branch.
Yeah. So basically, what
I thought it was I was looking for a repo.
Oh, yeah, this branch. It has some substitution libraries, and also it, for example, does not require mcrypt, and it accepts.
Oh, perfect.
So, like composer should run this branch. You can at least try.
Okay, yeah. So I'll test that out, and then I'm gonna put some instructions. I've already got the images loaded up to Docker Hub, so it'll be. It shouldn't be.
Do you have anything to demo today, or do you want to finish something?
Well, I mean, I could demo pulling it down and running it, but it's not going to do anything. So.
Okay, so then.
What I'll do is today I'll post the instructions up on Docker Hub, exactly how to pull it down and to run it. I created. I created 2 images. One of them that works like DevBox does, and then another one that shares the www directory with the actual repo that you're doing modifications to. And so I'll get both of those up there, and there'll be some instructions, and I'll send an email out that whenever that's ready to go, so you can go ahead and try it and make sure the instructions will work.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so then we will be waiting for instructions. Any other updates?
Hi, today I'm worked on removing create function usage, and I am planning to finish it today evening. And also I put additional comment about get class function usage, because in Magento it appears like about 300 times. So for me, it's not clear actually where this error warning appears. Maybe you clarify.
So I guess what I was doing is I was running tests, and I got this error.
What kind of test unit?
I think it could be Travis, or it could be some of our internal builds. Actually, you can probably again look at this workarounds branch at my commits.
I checked Travis builds for this branch and didn't find any mentions about this warning. So actually, maybe I will try after finishing current task. I will try to run our Bamboo builds and maybe find this warning.
Okay, so and you said you work on the create
function, yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask maybe everyone to focus mostly on the issues with backwards incompatible label first, because those are the ones that we need to do for Magento 2.3. Those are the items that must be done first. So if it is possible, if you could work.
Also, I just spent some time to research usage of option source interface. Is it possible to just specify strict return types for each implementation of this interface?
Okay, so what's the issue with it? That I thought that it's incompatible because it has different set of arguments. So how are you going to fix it by? So as far as I remember, yeah, I was looking at some of the methods they like inherited methods. They have different set of arguments. Like parent class class might have 2 of them, and child class has 0. or opposite.
Okay, then after finishing current task, I will check this with this option interface.
And you can also look, I think, at the workarounds branch, because I believe I was fixing some of those items. So you can look at the examples.
Okay.
Are you okay if I will assign it to you, or do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, I assign myself.
No, I will assign.
I don't remember your name.
Yeah, it's different from.
Okay, so.
I will assign after the meeting.
Okay, good. Okay, what else do we have? So then I think I will be working on some of the research items to unblock us. Again, you'll take this interfaces, option interface. Greg will continue working on the image first, and then take some backward incompatible item.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else wants to take something, or any questions?
What we're doing with mcrypt? Any plans? Did you have a chance to review?
Can you repeat, please? I don't.
Mcrypt. Have you looked into it or not yet?
No, so I didn't look into it so much. I just listed the options that we have from our internal research. So yeah, I will be looking into mcrypt, either into mcrypt or into Zen framework. Maybe Greg will look into mcrypt. Greg, you wanted.
I was going to say I've done a little bit of research on that one, and that was the one that I was probably going to take. Is there a reason why it's not in the backlog yet, or is it in the investigation stage?
Because we don't know which option to select.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll do some research on that and then get that updated so that we can get it ready for development.
So I guess, yeah, we need to figure out what would be the best option and what are the consequences of selecting it. What is the effort necessary to migrate, and what are the consequences for the merchants?
Got it. Yeah, I was reading a blog that was explaining exactly how to move from mcrypt to a newer encryption library, and there was I forget the library that they recommended, but I'm gonna look through that, and it should be.
So we actually decided we have to use Lipsodium because that's what comes with 7.2.
So, yeah.
It was a
library search.
Lipsodium is what I put inside the Docker image, but it was a different library, and if you want to use Lipsodium, that's fine.
Yeah, so I guess we want to investigate what's with Lipsodium, and then see if there are any problems with it. And if yes, then maybe consider other options.
Sounds good.
Okay. Anything else? If no other questions, I guess we are done for today. We'll continue working on this, and we'll be posting any updates in the Slack. Okay.
Good.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Olga.
Bye.
Bye.